Hey, how's it going? I am Shane, and I am here to talk about the State Bicycle 4130 all-road and my first 1,000-mile experience with this bike. So we're gonna go for a ride, and I'll let you know the good, the bad, what I've done to it, why I like it, what I don't like about it. So give you my full, honest opinion and review. So here we go. Okay, so the State Bicycle 4130, I got July of 2023. It was a Thursday. Friday got it put together, and Friday night rained, so I didn't get to ride. Saturday morning, I ended up getting my appendix emergency removal, so I didn't get to ride it for like 10 days. But I was very excited to get the bike. Was supposed to be an ambassador, got a great deal on it. It was like 50% or 60% off, so I was excited. About a month or so after, I ended up getting the upgrade for the cable pull hydraulics brakes, which is a huge upgrade. Because my first complaint of this bike was the mechanical brakes. The mechanical brakes on this thing were absolutely horrible. You had little to no confidence in braking with those. The cable pull hydraulics, so much better. They are a must. So if you buy this bike, get the cable pull hydraulic brakes. You will be extremely satisfied with those. They are rebranded, as most of the State Bicycle stuff is, by a company I think it's like Obi or Odi or something like that. I'll put a little picture of them. So yes, so that is a must when you order this bike. Now it does retail for, I think it's like $800 or $900, but many times they have a deal or special. Now, last year I put about 350 miles on this bike, and the first 200 miles, other than the brakes, the bike worked fantastic. Love the bike. I run a community bike group, so this is my main bike I use to lead the group rides, which range from 10 to 15 miles, a couple nights a week. And yeah, the first 200 miles, fantastic. After the 200 miles, that is when I had the most common issue with these bikes, which is the wheel set. I had them, took them to the local bike shop, had them trued, and they said the one side was tight, the other side was loose. I was gonna wobble, so I fixed it up. That lasted around 70 miles before I had to take them back to get trued up again. The first bike shop wasn't in town. Took to another bike shop that I'm familiar with, and they did this, they trued them up, said they were perfect, and got about another 70, 80 miles out of them before they started having issues. And at this point, snow was in the forecast, so I just put it away in my house for winter. It's I store my bikes in the house all year round, so which brings me to my next thing. Over winter, now let me back up a little bit. The other complaint I had about this bike was the shifting was a little bit slow. Now the State branded derailleur is rebranded from FsA. Same with the bottom bracket and most of the other parts on this. So, lower grade components. So I figured, it's probably just a shifter. is what it is. When I took it to the bike shop over winter to get my new wheel set, I got new wheels, tires. I ended up going tubeless, which was great for this bike. And replaced the derailleur with a Shimano Dior, replaced the shifters with some micro shift, and replaced the bottom bracket as well, because that's a known issue, is the bottom bracket. Now, when replacing these components, the cable, the shift cable, was rusted like it was sitting in a warehouse for a long time. Now this bike only seen, at that point, one rainstorm, which was not enough to cause that much rust throughout the whole cable. So yeah, that I was not too happy with. So I ended up having replaced all the cables, and yeah, that was my first 350 miles with this bike. It is a steel bike. It's extremely comfortable to ride. I do very much enjoy it. Like I said, I've put 1,000 miles on it already. Out of all the bikes I have, this is my most used. Now, the last 650 miles with the new wheel set, shifter, bottom bracket, all that stuff, no issues. It has been a fantastic bike. The tubeless was definitely a great idea. We also went with a little bit more of aggressive gravel tire instead of the dry road gravel tires that they put on it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, don't buy this bike, it's trash, it's not. Who is this bike for? Well, listen, if you can get it for like that $1,700 range, and you get, with the cable pull hydraulics, absolutely get the bike. Just know, it's not really if you have to, it's more when you will have to replace the wheel set, because the rims are actual trash. And I know State Bike's not gonna like me saying that, but they are. It is the #1 complaint about these bikes, especially when you start getting a couple hundred miles on them. It may happen in 50 miles, it may happen in 500 miles, but it's gonna happen at some point. Now, you may have great luck with the derailleur, the bottom bracket, and everything else, where those don't need to be replaced. Hey, if you can get away with not having to replace those, fantastic. It is recommended when you buy this bike to have a bike shop assemble it. So have them check the cables, make sure the cables look new. If you don't have a bike shop assemble it, you do void the warranty. You know, so all in all, I mean, if I paid full price for the bike and then everything else I did to it, you know, it would be probably around $1,400–1,500. So, you know, if you're looking for a great bike around that price, you know, there's many different options. But if you're looking for a bike under $1,000, it's going to get you started, it's going to be comfortable. Steel definitely helps with the vibrations better than aluminum. So, you know, it's my go-to bike. Like I said, I've got 1,000 miles on it. I use my endurance road bike for my long mile trips. It's replaced my previous bike that I used for leading bike rides. So I can't say don't buy this bike, because I love the bike, but it needed some work, it needed some upgrades. Now, if State actually put a better quality wheel set on here and kept the same price and included the cable pull hydraulics for the $800, I would recommend this bike all day long to everybody. Just simple as that. So let me know your experience and what you think of this bike. I can't speak for the aluminum or titanium, or I can't even fucking say it right now, it's cold. You know, I can't speak for those because I haven't owned those bikes. But if you're looking for a great bike to get you started, get you out riding, that's comfortable. You know, people may complain about like this, the seat, that's the first I replace. The grip tape is really comfortable. I like it. I'm 6 foot. Now I got the 51 inch or the 51 size. It fits me perfectly. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment. And yeah, like I said, let me know your experience with these bikes. If you have one of the other bikes, the more expensive from state, let me know if you have any issues or problems with those ones. All right. Well, it's in the 40s. I'm in Buffalo. It's November. Thankfully, it hasn't snowed yet. But I'm getting ready to retire this bike and just keep the mountain bike, the fat tire bike out. And yeah, like this video, give me a subscribe. Until next time, Shane.